It's the summer season, outdoor living, outdoor fun. What can be better? But it's also tick season. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, tick-borne diseases are on the rise. That means if you're outdoors, you need to take precautions. Meg Gilliland knows the drill. Meg lives it because Meg is looking for it, looking for ticks of every kind.
We just take this, roll them up. These are Lone Star females, you can tell because of the circle.
They are reaching out to grab onto a potential host, and because flannel is so soft and grippy, they're able to grab onto it, and then we can flip it over and look at them.
And when Meg finds it, now what?
We take them back here to the lab. We put them in our minus 80 degrees Celsius freezer to go ahead and knock them out. And by knock them out, I mean kill them. And then we also use our microscopes here to identify, categorize, pull them, and then we send them off.
This work is done at Washington University's Tyson Research Center.
We found quite a few Lone Star ticks. Abeloma americanum is the Latin name for them. We found quite a few females and males.
And after the freeze, the Lone Star ticks are sent to the lab of collaborator Whitney Anthony Salmi, Associate Professor of Biology at University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy, UHSP, in St. Louis.
I have a lot of background doing molecular work, extract DNA from the ticks and from any potential bacteria in the ticks. My specific role with my students is we test these ticks for a specific bacterial pathogen that causes ehrlichiosis, which is a disease that ticks can transmit to humans, and it causes fevers and body aches, flu-like symptoms.
Anthony Salmi's research with ticks evolved from her role as co-principal investigator of the St. Louis Wildlife Project, a collaboration with WashU researchers.
Well, white-tailed deer carry these ticks. You have a lot of deer in a particular site, you may have an increased abundance of ticks, and you might have an increased disease risk.
She's been working alongside co-principal investigator Solny Adalsteinsson, a senior scientist at Tyson Research Center. Ticks became part of their journey, as Adalsteinsson happens to be the tick expert. Adalsteinsson leads the center's tick and wildlife ecology team.
I work on a number of different tick projects and in collaboration with different folks in the region.
A recent tick discovery in the forest of Tyson Research Center became big news. It's a tick the Missouri Department of Agriculture says poses a serious threat. The WashU researchers found and identified the first Longhorned tick in St. Louis County. The discovery happened just like this.
I did one of my tick drags in there this summer, and that is where I found the longhorn tick. And this area right here in St. Louis County is the first occurrence.
An undergraduate researcher who was doing a project on Lone Star ticks, our most common tick in the region, she spotted the one outlier, and it was this longhorn tick. One of the groups of folks that are most concerned are livestock producers, because this tick can reach such high densities that it can kill animals purely through blood loss alone, because so many ticks will infest a single animal that they'll, effectively bleed it to death.
In Australia, New Zealand, and countries in Eastern Asia, longhorn ticks have been known to transmit diseases that impact livestock and humans.
We don't know yet if any of these individuals that have shown up in the U.S. have brought those diseases along with them.
In Missouri, the first longhorn tick in the state was collected 4 years ago. There have been 5 confirmed reports in rural counties before the one here.
We're already in a hotspot for tick-borne diseases, and there are many circulating among our native ticks. And so a big question right now is how this invasive tick is going to affect the spread of those existing pathogens.
So the tick investigations continue. If there is one, there could be more.
Ticks, whenever they reproduce a lot. And so if we found one, that probably means that there is a population here. So there's ticks in the area ambiently, but that tick was on a blade of grass questing ready to find a host. So that puts into perspective about, the threat is real, it is there.
The team has partnered with St. Louis County on its effort to collect and identify ticks through its community science project, Tick Watch STL.
It's a citizen science cooperation in which people who are picking ticks off of themselves can bag those ticks off and drop them off at locations. They can get their ticks identified, and that's also just another level of surveillance, and we help them with identification on that.
So the work goes on, one tick at a time.
There they are right there.